guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Cassandra here, and today we have a March TBR, and I am really hoping that it's not going to be too crazy. So last month we had a last minute changes, so this month I am hoping that I won't. Okay, so to start with, the first two books that I want to listen to, so I kind of divided it this month to like sections. So for the audiobooks, I want to listen to Girl Wash Your Face, which is a self-love kind of no bullshit book. It talks about like stop apologizing for being just yourself, or it allows you to feel like you're not alone with certain things. And I started it because it was recommended. So, and A Throne of Glass, because I know Jodie from Vanilla Moon they're doing like a whole readathon of rereading the Throne of Glass series, so I wanted to tag along. So I am listening to that one, so then I can get the Crown of Midnight reread later on this month. So then I have, if you guys have seen my February wrap up, I have mentioned that I've read the V Games first book, which was Vlad, which is like a smutty Russian mafia romance. And so I decided to pick the book 2 and 3, which is Vas and Ven. So I already started Vas yesterday, which today is the 2nd. So I started it yesterday. And I think I'm enjoying the book 2 better than I did the book 1. So maybe because I already know a little bit more about the actual universe. And then we have Barity, which I don't really know much about. There's a couple of people that have mentioned it, and I just really wanted to give it a go. From what I remember, Verity is about this lady who is a author or struggling author, and someone asked her to finish up her book, and she goes in, or he asked her to finish the book, and so as she goes into it, she like discovers something. So I don't know if it's a horror or if it's more of like a thriller, but it sounded interesting and I'll give it a go. So I might actually do a reading vlog, because I like doing reading vlogs for books that I don't know much about. Again, that one is like 50-50. I really want the actual paperback, but it's The Good Daughter. So we have this lady. Is about this lady who her dad just passed away, so she's helping her mom move a house, and as they are moving boxes and stuff like that, there's a picture that falls out, and it's her mom in a veil next to a guy that she doesn't know. So it feels like it's going to be like a thrillery mystery kind of thing. So those are the Verity and The Good Daughter are the books that I'm hoping to get to, but because they're on Kindle, I don't have such a high drive to get to them. I'm going to start with the books that are for my schoolwork. So they're non-fiction books. The first one is The Gift of Imperfections, and second one is Daring Greatly by Brené Brown, and they are, one is about vulnerability and the other one is about working on perfectionism and working on your shame, and it's to build your own self-worth and self-esteem. Because I have a essay coming which is about cultural competence, so I decided, so you want to talk about race, I wanted to read this one, and it was one of like recommended when I googled about cultural competence. It popped out and I thought, well, I'll give it a go. I didn't know it was this tiny, but actually looks really cute. So we get to the goodies, the books that I really want to get to. So the first one, which is actually what I did not read last month, it was Bird Box, and it's one of the first horror books that I purchased this year, and it took a little longer to come in. It's actually a used copy, so I don't know, I feel like it adds spice to them. So I really want to read it. All I know is the most things started happening, but people didn't care, and then the internet died, the television and the radios were silent, the phone stopped ringing, we couldn't look outside anymore. So all I know is that there's something outside, and people, when they go outside, they really just cover their eyes, because if you look at it or that thing, it makes you either go crazy or kill yourself or something like that. So I know that there is a movie and I really want to watch the movie with the boyfriend, but I thought I will read it. And actually it seems like the writing is massive, so great, because when it gets to the end of the day, I'm blind. Second book is a Crown of Midnight, which like I mentioned, Vanilla Moon, so Jodie, they are doing a readathon, rereading it. So I thought I'll tag along. I've been thinking about rereading it. I might listen and read, but I kind of want to do a reading vlog for that and kind of tag along. I might do one for Throne of Glass as well, or just like do two together. Guys, my first official Stephen King book, and it's The Shining, okay? Noelle, Jordaline, sorry, I butcher your name every time, Queen. I do have the Dreamcatcher, but I don't think it's a book that I was very excited to read, but that is a first one that I bought for myself. I think I bought the other one in like a charity shop, and I was just buying a couple, and I thought, oh, maybe I'll like it. I didn't read the blurb. The Dreamcatcher doesn't have the best reviews, but it's there. But that is a official Stephen King first book I want to read. I must say, I am a sucker for horror movies, and a horror house or a mansion or a hotel, we love. We love this shit because I feel like it's so, when you live in a place that has a character that, you know, people lived before, things happen. So the idea of it is definitely doing a reading book for the shit, because I'm new to reading horror, and because I've always just thought, how can a horror book make me as jumpy as the movies do? Because you have the, you know, the effects, you have the music, that of course is going to make you jump. How can a book do this? So we're going to find out. Last but not least, and I don't actually know if I prefer this or the other cover that they have, but that's the House of Earth and Blood, the Crescent City novel by Sarah J. Maas. I don't even know what it's about, but it was just like Sarah J. Maas. I was like, I need it. Like the Crescent City, and like you have people, you have fae, you have fallen angels, they all live there, and one day his best friend dies, and then 2 years later he is kind of like put into an investigation about it. I don't really know much about it. I don't really know if I like this cover better now as I'm looking at it, but I think it was, think of Game of Thrones meet Buffy the Vampire Slayer, someone said. Devour and relish. So again, that one is a chunky one, so it's over close to 800 pages, so it's going to be a big one. I really want to do the Shining first, and then I have my Crown of Midnight, and that's my, like, I really want to get to. So I'm hoping that I can fly through those this week. Maybe not this week, this month. But yeah, I'm hoping one book a week. I feel like I could do this. I could do The Shining one week, I could do the Crown of Midnight another week, I could do Bird Box, and I could do this, and everything else, you know, hopefully will fall somewhere in the cracks. If you guys enjoyed my March TBR, I know it's a little hefty one. It feels a little pressured now because I am a mood reader most of the time, but I'm trying to get better with the things that I want to improve on. So like being more knowledgeable in horror, and getting to the book that I really wanted to, and rereading is a new thing. I've never really reread books, so rereading the A Court of Thorns and Roses series, and now Throne of Glass. But we are keeping with Sarah J. Maas because she's bae. So we are keeping up with this kind of vibe, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what are your most, I don't know, what book are you the most excited to read this month? Do you have any of the books that I have on my TBR on your TBR? And yes, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And so until the next time, I will talk to you guys soon.